Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Thursday, May 22, 2025. In the headlines, Health Ministry says no confirmed cases of measles in Grenada. Government looking to diaspora healthcare professionals to address understaffed sector. Social Development Ministry to campaign against drugs and violence over the weekend. New Tesla MRI scanner marks step towards better healthcare delivery for Grenadians. Also in the news, regionally, vendors in St. Lucia urged to go cashless for tech-savvy tourism season. Internationally, Sri Lanka faces its worst chikungunya outbreak. Plus, in the sports news, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots to face Antigua and Barbuda Falcons in CPL season opener on August 14. We are reporting the day's news. Stay with us.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
From GBN, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. No need to panic. The Ministry of Health is reassuring the public that there are no confirmed or reported cases of measles in Grenada. Beverly Telesford explains.
A recent memorandum from the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health was intended to share important health information, raise awareness, and highlight the critical role of vaccination in preventing measles outbreaks. Unfortunately, the memo was inadvertently made public, causing some unnecessary concern. The memorandum underscored the well-established fact that measles is highly contagious and can lead to serious complications such as pneumonia, encephalitis, or brain infection, and in some cases death. The Ministry of Health is clarifying that the intention of the message was not to incite panic, but rather to promote awareness and preparedness. Vaccination remains the most effective way to protect against measles, and the ministry strongly encourages everyone to ensure they and their families are fully vaccinated. Additionally, the ministry is closely monitoring ongoing measles outbreaks in Belize, the UK, Canada, and the US, especially given the frequent travel between these countries and Grenada, which could increase the risk of disease transmission. As a result, the ministry emphasizes the importance of implementing all necessary preventative measures to protect our community. The public is encouraged to seek information from trusted sources and continue practicing responsible health measures. The ministry remains committed to transparency and will provide updates as needed. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Reports are coming into GBN of a fire at the police station on the sister isle of Piti, Martinique. The fire reportedly started at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Officials from NADMA confirmed that the fire has been contained and investigations into the cause of it are underway. GBN continues to follow this story. We'll bring you more details on the scope of the incident in a subsequent newscast. Now, residents of Tempe have raised concerns regarding the appearance of dead fish and other marine life in the surrounding streams. Reports indicated that the occurrence within the proximity of the Tempe Bridge began around midday on Thursday. Businessman Antonio Bokma, along with residents speaking off camera, said the occurrence, while not unique, is worrying.
Someone come, but normally eat here. Paul actually doesn't eat. When he come, he say, Chef, what happened to your fish and him today? I say, what do you mean what happened? He say, look, the fish dying. I say, what do you mean if my fish dying? When I come outside, water, fish jumping. So I took my phone, I take a video, I run up the road and I watch where the water was coming from. I video where the water was coming from.
Well, today when I was coming out on lunch, happened right through, and then nobody don't really concerned about it because it's a regular thing. Nobody don't really say anything because Coke is from the Coke factory coming out, so nobody don't really say anything about it.
Well, we don't know for sure the source, but when you say it's regular, how often? He says it's almost a year since it has happened.
Are we there now, they in May? Or they say all year up for the year that it happened, he had a redder substance coming out like.
We're following this development. We'll bring you more on it later in the news. One step closer to better healthcare delivery in Grenada. Christina John tells us how in this report.
Wednesday saw the official dedication and unveiling of a GE Signa 1.5 Tesla MRI scanner at the St. Augustine Medical Facility. It comes at an approximate cost of $4 million. This would enable Grenadians to access better health care. Dr. Lutz Amici, a managing director and resident physician at SAMS, cites the launch of this MRI as the beginning of a new chapter in healthcare delivery.
While we all eagerly anticipate the coming on stream of Project Polaris, we are painfully aware that illness and calamity wait on no man. Illness has its own agenda. So the introduction of this 1.5 Tesla MRI into Grenada's healthcare arsenal will enable us to provide more precise, more efficient diagnostic imaging, allowing our local doctors to make better informed decisions and offer patients more accurate diagnosis. This technology will enhance our ability to detect a wide range of medical conditions, including cancers, neurological disorders, and musculoskeletal injuries, ultimately improving the health outcomes for all Grenadians.
This effort to enhance healthcare provision is a collaborative effort between SAMS and the Ministry of Health Grenada. Kevin Frederick, Senior Health Promotions Officer, highlighted the significance of having such a piece of equipment available on island.
By all means, this facility strengthens our ability to provide advanced imaging services right here in Grenada, reducing the need, and I want to stress that part, reducing the need for patients to seek these services overseas. So as we celebrate this achievement, the ministry reaffirms its commitment to strengthening this collaboration, and again, collaboration is here, ensuring that our citizens receive the best care here on island.
This was a huge undertaking, Dr. Amici said, indicating that they have done all they can to make the service available and affordable. Spoke to the reliability of MRI service.
As this is a lease agreement with GE, we have had to take a service contract. And as they are only in not Congo, Dominican Republic, it's a hop, skip, and a jump for them to be here. They actually have technicians in Trinidad, Barbados, and St. Vincent, so the response time is very good. When we were costing this, what we did is we looked at the cost of airfare to our two nearest competitors, which are in Barbados and Trinidad. Airfare one, cost of scanning. What's the cost of the scan in Barbados and Trinidad? And then we came up with a figure that is less than all that put together.
MRI service can now be accessed at St. Augustine Medical Service. Dr. Amici guaranteed a quick turnaround time for results.
We've actually started with the scanning. That would encompass all the training, etc. But people just need to come with a referral from a doctor, and we make the appointments and they come in. I mean, you're getting your stuff the same day or the next day. Results take a day or two to come back. So the turnaround time is pretty quick.
Christina John, GBN News.
All right, the incident, we can, of course, return to a story earlier relative to dead fish, of course, which has presented itself in the Tempe area. The incident was brought to the attention of officials of the Ministry of Fisheries who promised to investigate the matter. Nigel Gibbs of the Fisheries Ministry was at GBN a short time ago and shared a preliminary assessment of the situation.
Tempe, Monge, roundabout this afternoon. Okay. And what from observation, we notice a quantity of dead fish in the water, and seems that there is some chemical pollution event happening, which made breeding conditions very difficult for the fish. Of course, they respire through gills, and anything that is toxic or chemical in nature that is concentrated will cause damage to the tissue, and so they will not be able to respirate and to exchange oxygen between the water and the bodies. So eventually what will ensue is a condition called hypoxia. That is where there is a reduced ability to sequester oxygen, and of course, living organism, no oxygen, it will result in death. So investigations are ongoing. We don't quite know the source of the pollutant yet. It seems to be localized. However, we've seen effect lower downriver, a couple hundred meters downriver. We've seen the fish are stressed, and they're trying to cope with the irritant in the water, the irritation to eyes and gills. So we will make another investigation, God's willing, in the morning, and so we'll be able to see what the environmental outlook is, the damage, the impact.
All right, we continue to follow this development. We'll bring you more details on it as other information becomes available. Cervical and endometrial cancers are the most prevalent cancers detected in females in Grenada. That's according to Dr. Jonathan Cosin, a gynecologic oncologist who is on island providing gynecologic services to females at the General Hospital. Cervical and endometrial cancers are two distinct types of gynecologic cancers which share some similarities and differences in their causes, symptoms, and treatment. Cervical cancer develops in the cervix, the lower part of the uterus, while endometrial cancer develops in the lining of the uterus, endometrium, in other words. Both are gynecologic cancers, but they occur in different parts of the reproductive system and have distinct characteristics. Dr. Cosin said on average over 10 surgeries are performed per week, which he considers a lot.
So my role is primarily surgical. They have a medical oncology team here which gives the patients chemotherapy when they need it. So my role is primarily consulting and giving advice to the local doctors about how to treat the patients, and then also doing surgery. Primarily gynecologic, so ovarian cancer, uterine cancer, cervical cancer would be the main three most common ones that we take care of. We usually do on average about 10 to 12 surgeries in a week, and that's a lot because the surgeries are usually 2 to 4 hours long each. We've done as many as 16 surgeries in a week, and so it just kind of depends.
Following surgeries, patients remain under observation while care is administered. Once they are well enough to go home, Dr. Cosin said follow-ups are required at an oncology clinic.
So cervical and endometrial cancer or uterine cancer are probably the two most common. Cervical, absolutely, women need to get regular pap smears every year For women that are eligible, there's an HPV vaccination, which can help protect you from cervical cancer. Women of any age who have any kind of abnormal bleeding need to have it checked out, and they really should be seeing a gynecologist to make that evaluation. Just keeping up with your regular care. Again, for cervical cancer, the most important thing is getting regular pap smear screening and then following up on the pap smear when it's abnormal and having the appropriate tests and evaluations done. Because particularly with cervical cancer, if it's not caught early, then there's actually no way to treat it in Grenada because it requires radiation therapy, which you do not have in this country.
Well, the news government continues to respond to the shortage of healthcare workers on the island. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell revealed government's multifaceted approach to increasing the stock of professionals within the field.
First, from a short-term basis, the importation of healthcare workers is one of the strategies that past governments and even this current government continues. So, for example, you have support for from Cuban nurses and doctors under the Cuban Brigade. The Minister of Foreign Affairs have indicated also that we are pursuing sourcing nurses from Nigeria as well as a short-term measure. In the medium to long-term measure, we, as a government, are seriously considering reinvesting in and reopening a nursing school.
The Prime Minister said consideration has been given to having medical professionals who were educated in Grenada through scholarships return to the country to serve within the health sector.
We have trained hundreds of doctors, many of whom have gone to St. George's University and were given scholarships and have never come back. We have never repaid that bond, never repaid that debt, and they owe that to the citizens of Grenada. We are working with many of them who are volunteering to come back. There are a number of missions that are taking place. So we're also working on a systematic basis to bring missions in, whether they be from Canada, whether it be from the United States, the United Kingdom, from within the region, and that is also helping to fill the gap. But these are all obviously short-term measures that are not necessarily long-lasting, but the diaspora is one area where we have to focus more on to get to a Grenadian medical professional who've been educated in Grenada at taxpayers' expense.
This is Network News. More news after the break.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
Need to check your bill balance? Use the Grenlec mobile app. Open the Grenlec mobile app and tap the icon labeled Balances at the bottom of the screen. View your bill details, including your current bill balance, the due date by which you must settle your bill, the amount and date of the last payment you made. It's quick, easy, and available 24/7. Convenience at your fingertips.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. I am a Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
ACB, speed, start, manage, expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna have it all. ACB, speed, start, manage, expand. They came on all my competition, got the whole bag's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation.
Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. Start, manage, expand your business today.
Heritage Theatre presents Breaking Out, the Grenada Love Story, featuring Robert White and Lisa Grappi, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs.
But I still love you, Richie.
You love me and you're hard in me. 4 big performances, Saturday 24th and Sunday 25th May at the Grenada Trade Center, Saturday 31st May and Sunday 1st June at Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp.
He's the love of my life, Auntie. You have to marry a man for other things besides love, child.
Get your tickets at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grand Anse, Gittins Health and Wellness Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmata, St. David Pharmacy, St. Andrew Pharmacy, Art and Soul Boutique at Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, and GoToFed.com. Breaking Out. Come out and enjoy Grenadian theater at its best.
This ad complements Classic Lighting Caribbean.
Sporting fans, ready yourselves for the most anticipated Winston-Tide games, June 7th and 8th at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. Come support our athletes as they compete with some of the region's best in the field events and on the tracks. Save the date, June 7th and June 8th, Winston-Tide games at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. Stay tuned for more info. Winston-Tide game 2025.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Megaforce Promotions is celebrating 25 years of bingo, and that calls for a huge celebration. So we're having a massive $120,000 cash and prizes mega bingo. Sunday, June 1st, the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium car park comes alive. Get ready for big giveaways like free airline tickets, hotel day pass, supermarket shopping vouchers, free spa treatment, hello relaxation, and 300 free bingo t-shirts. Look out for live band music. Tickets are just $60 for one or $100 for two. We've got free buses island-wide, so no excuses. Even Granny can attend. Don't stick. Organize your crew for this massive event. Sunday, June 1st, Megaforce 25th Anniversary Mega Bingo is on. With just $2, you can gift yourself with a chance to win the Lotto jackpot. Now, imagine winning the National Lotteries Authority jackpot of $40,000. Why pass upon this winning opportunity? Lotto, play and win a lot of money.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Show your support on Sunday by being a part of the campaign against drugs and violence. More in this Christina John report.
Cognizant of the continuous rise in violent crimes and drug use among the nation's youth, the Ministry of Social and Community Development is embarking on a drug and violence free forever campaign this weekend. The effort to curb the scourge will take the form of a march from the Sugar Mill roundabout to the Kirani James Boulevard, beginning at 3:30 p.m. Their first stop will be close to the Grandans Post Office, where a press session will be and include speeches from a number of young people. Finley Jeffrey, Permanent Secretary with responsibility for housing and community development, has echoed a call to all Grenadians to come out on Sunday and join the campaign against drugs and violence in the country.
So the South, St. George's South constituency, that division of community development, we'll be having an important march on Sunday, 25th May. We will be highlighting really that drug use is a no, crime and violence is a no-no. And we are encouraging, we are inviting everybody, not just from the South, but from the four corners of Grenada to join the Community Development, Social Development Division on that very important march as we try to eliminate, to wipe out, to stamp out drug use and crime and violence in Grenada. We want to have a crime and violence-free society where all of us can live, all citizens can flourish, and really and truly, this march on Sunday.
According to Jeffrey, this would not be a one-off event, as the ministry intends to take the initiative to other parishes.
Certainly, I mean, that is the idea. It's a community development initiative, and community development, we span the entire country. So there are community development officers, they work in each constituency, all right? And so it is something that everybody knows, and I trust that in the few days that we have left before Sunday, that a rapid mobilization campaign could take place so that we can see as much people as possible taking part in this march, because let's not fool ourselves. This is a very important initiative, and sometimes we see community development as building roads and bridges and drains and helping people with the yard and so on. But that soft part of community development, this to me is most important. This pilot would be the start and the genesis really of other such initiatives to come throughout the country.
Gracelyn Thomas is the Community Development Liaison Officer for South St. George.
Persons to come out, activists. If you're a mom or a dad and you want to see a brighter future for your children, to stop the violence, come out in your numbers and represent and come out in one voice as we talk and we march against drugs and violence in Grenada. Something that we're doing to see a change. We want to stop the violence, we want to stop the crime, we want to stop the drug abuse. Too much times we hear of mothers crying, and when these things happen, it does not just affect one family, but it affects both. And let us join them. Let us join our hands. Come out in your slogans with your placards and just wear white, please, to represent peace as we march in one accord, in one voice for the future of our children.
Billboards with the caption "Southside Together, Drug and Violence Free Forever" have been erected at strategic locations in the South. Christina John, GBN News.
The Grenada Meteorological Office is hosting a key regional climate forum as the 2025 hurricane season approaches. The forum is taking place at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort, bringing together climate experts, forecasters, and stakeholders from across the region. Janelle Dick tells us more.
In collaboration with the Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology and other regional and international partners, the Grenada Meteorological Office is leading the 2025 Wet Hurricane Season Caribbean Outlook Forum. The two-day event focuses on what the region can expect over the next 6 months, with detailed discussions on the potential impacts for this year's hurricane season. Presenting the official forecast, Grenada's Meteorological Officer Tricia Miller revealed that the 2025 season is expected to be active, with 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes and 3 major hurricanes predicted. Miller also warned of a 56% probability that at least one major hurricane could impact the Caribbean directly. In addition to the hurricane forecast, Miller noted that the region will continue to experience intense heat, which can be impacted by the presence of Saharan dust.
June, July, August outlook. Right, so heat will definitely be a discomfort, intensifying during the recurrent heat waves. If the episodes of Saharan dust layer intrusions are not frequent, we still expect an active hurricane season with extremely high flash flood potential, but drought is not a concern at the moment. If the Saharan dust intrusions are frequent, there's a more erratic tropical cyclone season, and we expect more dry spells and more heat waves because of the dust. For September to November, similar expectations, strong tropical cyclone activity through to October, heat stress peaking in September with recurrent heat waves, an increase in the risk of coral bleaching. Temperatures are expected to become cooler by November and onwards. We still have the potential for the flooding and flash floods, but again, drought is not a concern throughout the region.
Although the chance of drought remains low, Miller cautioned that the heat could affect multiple sectors, including agriculture and public health.
So what are some of the health implications because of this intense heat season? Well, we expect the heat stress to peak during the peak of the season, which is August, September. So persons with chronic conditions such as diabetes and so on, they may see a worsening, their conditions worsening. There may be increased fatigue, increased hospitalizations. The learning ability of students may be reduced by as much as more than 20% during heat waves if the classrooms are not cool enough. And we may also see the need to access cooler areas because of excessive heat exposure. Briefly, I'll just go through some of the implications for the other sectors. So for agriculture, for example, of course, you could lose some livestock if the heat is too much. Increased water demand for both the livestock and human. Heat stress and related illnesses among farmers. Health could also see an increase in the vector-borne diseases such as dengue, chikungunya, Zika. For the water sector, during intense rainfall events, you may see damage to infrastructure, and you may also see a disruption to your water supply due to contamination. Tourism sector, again, an increase in the demand for cooling. Maybe the vector-borne diseases may be a problem for the tourism sector. We also see an increase in the coral bleaching that's possible, and just a disruption to the tourism activities.
The forum wraps on Friday, but organizers say the conversation will continue through regular updates and regional collaboration as the 2025 hurricane season unfolds. For GBN News, Janelle Dick.
Network News, we're live from the Grenadian capital. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 that them make hard of them. Me a 38 man. But you man 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. You number 1. Me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the #1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Do I have to tell you, I'm committed to us.
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion.
If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m., and Deluxe Cinema Grenville, Saturday, June 7, 8 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, and Go to Fit at $75. Sponsors Bryden & Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Thrios Auto, Coop Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Urias Peters. Don't you miss it.
You better come back, boy. You better come back.
Are you uncertified and currently selling or planning to sell food during Spice Mass 2025? Or are you already working in the food industry? If you are, then this message is for you. The Ministry of Health invites all food vendors, from street food sellers and pop-up vendors to caterers, school vendors and hospitality workers, to attend the Food Handlers Training and Certification Sessions. St. George, June 4th and 5th at the Ministry of Works Conference Room. St. David and St. Andrew, June 17th and 18th at a venue to be announced. This essential training is designed to keep your food safe and your customers healthy. Register by email at environhealthgd@gmail.com. Be sure to include your name, parish address, and contact number, or call us at 440-2649 or 440-3485 for more information. Don't miss this opportunity to get certified. This message is brought to you by the Environmental Health and Health Promotion Department's Ministry of Health.
I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms, bathrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anne, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
As Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell continues a series of financial clinics in his constituency, the Member of Parliament for St. David, during the second clinic on Thursday, spoke to the importance of empowering Grenadians with the knowledge and confidence to take control of their financial future.
And if we don't recognize these are some of the challenges why oftentimes the delivery of services in our communities fail, why the government gets blamed for things that it has no control over, why our citizens are left unhappy because they feel it's a shoddy job but no one is paying attention. A lot of it comes from the inability to manage our finances and manage our resources, and the fact that we do not have any formal or perhaps even informal method for teaching and educating many of our citizens who have to make these decisions every day.
An education system which does not teach practical money management was one of the causes identified by the Prime Minister, contributing to the lack of financial literacy across the populace.
We have talents, we have agro-processors, we have our farmers or fishermen. They may have the talent of being a farmer, but do they have the talent of money management or financial literacy? And in most instances, no, because if the education system is still the same, except for the principles of business or the principles of accounts that you taught in Form 4 and 5, which sometimes are perhaps a bit too theoretical, there's very little practical financial education taking place throughout the length and breadth of Grenada. So I hope, and it is my prayer, that we will, for all of the suppliers, all of the presenters who are here with us, use this as a catalyst for us to continue this throughout the length and breadth of Grenada.
All right, the financial clinics feature presentations from key financial and regulatory institutions, including the Ministry of Finance, specifically the Inland Revenue Department, National Insurance Scheme, Grenada Development Bank, Arisa Credit Union, Republic Bank, and Grenada Authority for the Regulation of Financial Institutions, along with Antillean General Insurance. We can tell you too, informational booths from various organizations, including businesses, are also set up to further support attendees. Sports news coming up.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Where you purchase Cherish and other quality brands from Grenada paper products.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Sporting fans, good evening. In Caribbean Premier League CPL action, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots will square off against newcomers Antigua and Barbuda Falcons in the season opener at Warner Park in St. Kitts on Thursday, August 14. The tournament will run from August 14 to September 21, featuring 34 matches across six host nations: Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Guyana, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and Trinidad and Tobago. Each of the 6 franchises will play 10 group stage matches before the playoffs get underway in Guyana, culminating with the grand final at the Guyana National Stadium in Providence. Well, the Barbados Royals and the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons have finalized a major transfer deal ahead of the 2025 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League CPL, with Brandon King joining the Royals and Obed McCoy moving to the Falcons. The CPL's pre-draft trade window allows franchises to negotiate player transfers ahead of the official draft set for next month. We can tell you too, this latest exchange sees both teams strengthen their rosters with proven performers as they gear up for a highly anticipated season. Brandon King, a consistent force in CPL cricket, brings a wealth of experience and runs to the Royals. The stylish right-hander has scored 1,837 runs in the tournament so far and was the leading run scorer in 2019. He followed that up with another standout season in 2022 when he amassed over 400 runs and was named player of the tournament, guiding the Jamaica Talawas to the title. His arrival gives the Royals reliable top-order option and a potential match winner as they look to rebound from a disappointing 2024 campaign. Meanwhile, Obed McCoy strengthens the Falcons' bowling attack with his sharp left-arm pace and death over price. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines native has 56 wickets from 52 CPL matches, with his best season in 2022 when he picked up 15 wickets for the Royals. His ability to swing momentum with key breakthroughs makes him a valuable asset as the Falcons look to build a competitive squad. These moves mark a clear signal of intent from both teams as they reshape their lineups for the upcoming CPL season. With King bolstering the Royals' batting and McCoy bringing firepower to the Falcons' bowling unit, fans can expect fireworks when the tournament gets on the way in the summer. In a thrilling NBA playoff game, the Indiana Pacers executed an historic comeback against the New York Knicks, overcoming a 17-point deficit in the fourth quarter. With the game seemingly out of reach, Tyrese Halliburton delivered a game-tying shot to force overtime, where the Pacers clinched a 138-135 victory. Halliburton's performance was not just about scoring. His controversial choke gesture towards the Knicks, echoing Reggie Miller's iconic celebration from past playoff battles, added to the drama. This win not only gave the Pacers a 1-0 lead in the series, but also cemented their reputation as one of the greatest comeback teams in recent NBA history. Halliburton finished with 31 points and 11 assists, while Aaron Smith contributed significantly with 20 points in the final minutes of regulation. Game 2 is scheduled for Friday at Madison Square Garden in New York. The series will return to the West tonight. That's the sports news for now. St. Lucian vendors are urged to go cashless as St. Lucia gears up for a tech-savvy tourism season. Local vendors are being urged to ditch the cash-only model. The Craft and Dry Goods Vendors Association is rolling out point-of-sale machines to help merchants modernize transactions and better serve today's digital-first visitors. The rest of the details in this report.
During a meeting held on April 25th, the association introduced the use of point-of-sale POS machines aimed at helping vendors better serve visitors who no longer carry physical cash. The initiative also encourages vendors to officially register their businesses, opening the door to more opportunities and greater credibility in the formal economy. Association President Peter Ras-Ipa Isaac acknowledged the delays in implementing the system, but welcomed the recent support from local banks, which are offering POS machines at more affordable rates. Isaac urged the vendors to embrace the digital shift, recognizing that while seeing cash in hand may feel more secure, adapting to the times is essential for survival and success in today's tourism market. With the cruise ship season temporarily paused, Isaac is encouraging vendors to apply early for their terminals to be ready for the busy summer months ahead. He noted that vendors who find business slow during the off-season can return the machines to the bank without penalty if they're unable to meet rental costs. Looking ahead, he hopes vendors will continue to embrace technology, become more financially literate, and take advantage of the training and support offered by stakeholders. With growing support and a fresh push for modernization, vendors are preparing for what Isaac hopes will be a record-breaking season ahead. For the DBS News World, Manasseh Stanislas reporting.
An outbreak of chikungunya is spreading from East Africa to islands in the Indian Ocean. The viral fever is carried by mosquitoes, and thousands of cases are being reported from Somalia to Sri Lanka. Al Jazeera's Manel Fernandez reports from Colombo.
Health authorities in Sri Lanka are trying hard to contain the outbreak, the first since 2006. They are stretched as another viral fever, dengue, is also spreading.
We are inspecting inside and outside of the premises for any mosquito breeding.
The Aedes mosquito carries both viruses that can be passed on when the insect bites a person. Patients also spread the diseases when they are bitten, and the mosquito can go on to bite other people. 1.5 million people live in the city of Colombo that covers 37 square kilometers, and medical workers are concerned that chikungunya and dengue could spread rapidly there. Authorities here don't know how many people have been infected this time round, though sources tell Al Jazeera the number is significant. But infections are heavily underreported.
Scientists want to know how many mosquitoes carry the virus. They are also trying to determine if and how the mosquito-borne viruses mutate and affect humans.
The University of Sri Jayavardenepura is studying the chikungunya virus that has been spreading in the Indian region in recent years. Those contracting the illness will be hoping these studies help combat the disease and provide relief to those who catch it. Manel Fernandez, Al Jazeera, Colombo.
We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. A reminder of the headlines. Health Ministry says no confirmed or reported cases of measles in Grenada. Grenada looking to diaspora healthcare professionals to address understaffed sector. Social Development Ministry to campaign against drugs and violence over the weekend. New Tesla MRI scanner marks step towards better healthcare delivery for Grenadians. Also in the news regionally, vendors in St. Lucia urged to go cashless for tech-savvy tourism season. Internationally, Sri Lanka faces its worst chikungunya outbreak. Plus, in the sports news, in Kitts and Nevis Patriots to face Antigua and Barbuda Falcons in CPO season opener on August 14. That's it from us. That's it. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Good night.